Happy Sunday, y'all. Um, I'm gonna I haven't watched this one at all, but I do. I like this live streamer, Luna, who also goes by Shakara. Um, I like her analysis. She is a bodybuilder who has a lot of knowledge about health, proper eating, what you can do to transform your body, and has been covering some of these eating disorder channels to, give some perspective. And so I find her analysis very interesting. Uh, I have, been going through the comments of some of my more recent videos, and a lot of you guys talk about like my runny nose. I am on a blood pressure medicine that is a side effect of the medicine. So there's not much I can do about that, other than maybe try and change the timing of when I do my videos, because I'm less likely to experience that in the middle of the day when the sun is up. And usually when I do these types of react videos, it's very early in the morning when it's still dark, um, or in the evening when it's dark. And that's when it seems to hit me the most. But also, now that we have occasional gloomy weather rolling in, I don't get the nice full sun that I have today, which dries out my nasal cavity. So, I mean, you guys can complain about it all you want, but I really have no control over the situation. And I always keep Kleenex right next to me. I'm always blowing my nose. I might not be doing it right by the mic, but I am. And occasionally, yeah, I'm just feeling it before I need to actually blow. So, you guys have all had runny noses before. You know what it's like. There's nothing I can do about it. So, just chill. All right, let's see what Shakara Luna has to say.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday off. It's an afternoon. It's evening. Not almost. It's almost evening. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet. Yes, I started early, but I finished doing all of my chore things, and I figured I'd come live. And my
Uh-oh, what happened?
Sorry, I just removed myself from the backstage. I'm back again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Because I disconnected myself by accident. Can you hear me? I think so, right? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh my gosh, it's a good start. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, good. So, vodka's in the chat, because I am indeed drinking some vodka, because why not? They had like Belvedere on offer, 25% off, and I was like, can't resist that, that's a bargain. So, got some Belvedere with some sugar-free cherry, like cherry lemonade, sort of like a fizzy cherry thing, but no, there's no calories in the cherry one. So it's like Belvedere and cherry. So it's very delicious. So
Luna, speaking about it being Sunday evening or afternoon or evening or whatever it is she said, is I think either in Denmark or Belgium or Finland or something. She's in Europe, right? So for the Americans that watch my channel, that's why like she's, in a different time zone.
Who do we have? Jillian became a new member. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. We have Paolo, Angie, Martina Schut, Amika Cream, Melanie Wenzel, Maureen Penner, Sarah Cost, Felicia Dunlap, LGG 152 for Scooter, Laura Craig, Sonia Thomas, Ray of Sunshine, Angela Marks, Yasmin Lavert, Janet, Rachel Creates, Anne Smith, Athera NS, Kasseri, Shivon Shimor, Judy Pride, me, Tali Katzman, Chickpea, Hey Sammy J, Joanna Lee, The Kettle Bell, Eniko V, Turn the Page, Milo, Kettlebells, Rachel Creates, just confirming that you guys can all hear me. Siobhan Seymour, let's have a look. Marina, Sunderscores, Paulina, Patricia, Megan B, Sarah Strauss, Sumaya Hydra, Seattle Sapphire Low Carb World has been a member for 6 months. I finally caught live. I hope I'm not late. You're so early that I haven't even started yet. I'm still saying hi to people. So no, you are perfectly in time. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the live stream. I hate cherry besides Powerade. Oh, do you know what? I love cherry flavor things. Like cherry aminos, cherry pre-workout, cherry soft drinks. It's one of those things. I absolutely love cherry flavor things. I like the smell of cherry as well. One of my favorite scents is the burning cherry from Kayali. It smells really good. It's maybe a video I'm going to do about, it's one of the Vlogmas videos I'll do. I might go through all of the different, do you want to come? Come on in. There we go. Hold on. The queen has arrived. Can I say some more? A little. You're not purring so much now, huh? No. Turn the page. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Good morning to you from the San Francisco Bay Area. Good morning. Good afternoon. Well, it's actually good.
Hopefully Luna doesn't spend as much time as Jordy going through reading the comments before she actually gets into the content. Let me see if I can skip ahead here real quick and find out where she gets into the actual comment. Here we go. Looks like it's right about here. Okay, so she only spends about 10 minutes doing this. Not terrible.
She always has things to say. But what she has to say, I have no freaking clue.
The power of 5 serum benefits.
Let me share the screen. Where is it? Share screen. New arc incoming. Let's start the playback, and then you guys can thumbs up the live stream and thumbs up if you can hear, just to be sure.
There you go.
Hello, foodie beauties. There, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout out? Or maybe you just have a pressing question for me you want answered. All you have to do is request a personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye.
Bye.
So it's all good to go by the looks of things. If my audio was a bit weird, it's because my cat was laying on the cable and the microphone was slightly twisted around. So all good to go. So in that case, let's see what she has to say.
Hey guys.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Somebody was saying something about a six-pack. Oh, I think I lost the comment, I think.
Bit of business
Okay.
to do in Kuwait City, so I thought that I would take you guys along for the ride. Enjoy some of the shots. Kuwait City is gorgeous. I love it.
I'm pretty sure that's not sunglasses are supposed to sit on the bridge of your nose, right? Yeah.
I watched partially what's her name? French fried something. But she has a second channel called like Frenchy Do. And she covered this video as well. However, she talked over it so incessantly. And, you know, some of these gals, when they cover these videos, they really have a lot of vitriol for their past knowledge of what, like, Foodie Beauty or Amberlynn Reed is doing, that they start sounding just kind of vicious when they're talking. I don't get that vibe as much from Luna, because I think the concern here is not what's going on in their romantic lives. The concern here is for their health and how are they going to overcome their struggles, right? That's why I watch the React videos. Like, I just got done watching a Karina Kaboom video where she went on and on about Amberlynn's dating history, and like that. I don't really care. I don't care what her dating history is. I don't care. Like I know that she focuses a lot on her channel about how sad she is that she's broken up with these various girlfriends. But that whatever. Grow up and handle it, girlfriend. Like I don't need to watch a bunch of bullshit about how you're sad that you've had breakups, and whether or not you loved certain people and you didn't love other people, and what your favorite astrology signs are. Like I don't care about that. I care about, like, what are you doing to improve yourself? Are you going to be a success story? Are we going to see you be like an internet success story of improving your health, losing the weight, and getting, moving forward?
That's normally speaking where they go, but okay.
I would take you guys along for the ride. Enjoy some of the shots. Kuwait City is gorgeous. I love it.
Looks nice. Wonder if this is like the business part, or if it's.
It looks a little bit like Long Beach, like driving up. It's not Pacific Coast Highway. It's because Pacific Coast Highway veers inland. I'm trying to think of what the name of that street is that runs along the coast, but it's named something different in Long Beach. Long Beach is far more developed than what we're looking at, but it's very similar looking.
Just downtown. That looks a bit like Bulgaria. Hold on. This looks a bit like Bulgaria. Why is the plastic still on the car? Imagine being in a hot country. Leather seats, when it's hot, is a nightmare enough as it is already. Imagine adding like cling film or plastic to that. That's very strange. It's very strange like the people do that with sofas as well to keep them clean or to keep them like fresh or whatever. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like
yeah, absolutely. It's weird, especially because she's complained about being too hot all the time and needs fans and stuff like that. Plus, like, it wouldn't be that expensive for her to just get some seat covers. Like, that's a pretty easy fix.
On plastic, I could see maybe keeping the plastic on, but then maybe put a cover over it, like a material cover, because just sitting on plastic is not comfortable at all. Thank you.
So we're picking up rotisserie chicken for lunch. I'm going to have some of that with
I don't understand why she keeps eating rotisserie chickens. Now, okay, it's a whole food, but rotisserie chicken isn't necessarily the healthiest food, especially if you're trying to mind your fat. Rotisserie chicken is really high in fat because of the way you prepare it. It's literally just dripping in its own fat, and this is why it's so tasty and juicy and moist. It's because it's rotating in its own fat. Now, I know that she allegedly picks off the breast, which is a way to do it, like not eating the skin and stuff like that. But why not just buy chicken breasts? Didn't she buy some frozen chicken breasts that were already cooked and all she had to do is defrost them? This is a lot healthier and a lot less calories and a much better way of portion controlling as well. So I'm not too sure. I'm not sure why she keeps getting the rotisserie chickens. Madame Madu, I'm not sure if you decided on the fringe or not, but you look good. But both suit you. I haven't decided yet either. I just put my fringe out of my face because it's like the fringe looks nice if I've styled it, but otherwise it's just kind of annoying, and I went training and everything today, and it's just annoying when it's in my face. So we'll see. I'm very much debating it. Do you think they have to return the car? or maybe they don't actually own it. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. It is strange to keep the plastic on. Maybe it's like a him thing that he likes to keep his car clean, because a lot of guys are really particular about keeping their cars clean and nice and tidy. Maybe they have to give it back. I really don't know. Looking for a tree like yours this year. I'm not feeling a big tree, especially because I'm alone. Yeah, mine is only a little one, but it's like perfect because I don't want a big tree. It's perfect. Just a small one for small apartments.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of hummus and some peppers on the side, maybe some veggies just to dip, and just a bit of the breast meat.
I mean, rotisserie chicken is nice though, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I think also it's important to recognize that she actually got out of the house and is walking around, even if it's just a little bit. That's a lot of weight to me moving around on a body. My boyfriend and I were talking about this the other day, about how difficult it is for tall men. They have shorter lifespans because the height, if you're like 6'5" plus, causes more stress on your heart because of gravity. And so, it's trying to pump all that blood through your very tall body. Imagine what that's like for somebody who's over 500 pounds, basically. That's a lot of mass to try and move some blood through, regardless if you're short or not. That's a lot of mass, and that would be very difficult on her heart. So even just walking around a little bit is going to be helpful. She should really be trying to, walk around her block for like 30 minutes per day. But I don't know, maybe the doctor told her it would be too stressful on her body at this point until she loses a little bit more weight through diet. I have no idea.
I'm not too sure why she's here as street animals. To me, it's like, I'm wondering if she does it for shock value. To me, it's not strange at all. I mean, if you watch my Instagram, let me share my Instagram actually. I live in Bulgaria. We see a lot of street animals. In fact, this is one of Daisy's besties, street dogs, and the street dogs here are usually
That's it, Bulgaria.
very well taken care of. They get, as you can see, he's got a little tag in his ear, which means that he's been castrated or neutered or whatever you call it. Usually the people feed them. You don't see that many as you used to, but street cats and street dogs is not really an unusual sign in places like this. This boy is really sweet, by the way. All he wants is cuddles. He's like Daisy's best friend. But besides that point, I'm wondering if I meant to push the wrong button then. No working, coming, there we go. I'm wondering if she does it just for shock value, but to me it's not very shocking. I guess if you're not used to seeing street animals, it's very strange. I don't know how they are taken care of in places like Kuwait, but over here also it depends on where you are, because if you go into the countryside, the street animals there tend to be a lot more like starving looking. But aren't street animals treated kind of like communal pets? Yeah, usually speaking, there are some of them are like a bit skinny, but for the most part, yeah, they're really well taken care of. I sometimes try and feed them, and they don't even eat dog food. People just feed them all the time. So usually they're sweet. I've never really had problems with them. They don't really run in big packs here. So yeah, it's for me it's not shocking to see, but then I'm used to it.
The video that I watched by Frenchie Do, I think is the second channel, she talked about street animals being treated by the government generally, where they are chipped, immunized, and they are fed. they're provided with food. And I can tell you, in Long Beach, I did a running event about 10 years ago where we passed a section of the river that runs on the south side of Long Beach, and there was a feeding station for cats. And that's when I learned that, at least in the Long Beach area, they will spay and neuter the cats. They'll provide them with food. I imagine that when they're spaying and neutering them, they also give them their shots. And they also clip their ears. I know that sounds harsh, but they need to identify them visually as to whether or not they have been basically put into this program of being taken care of by the city.
I'm working doing house stuff. I just want to tell you, I'm 63 and you give me inspiration. Looking lovely today. Well, thank you so much, Charlotte. I appreciate it, and enjoy your housework. I like listening to live streams too when I do housework. In fact, I was listening to the YouTube Underground whilst I was doing my cleaning in here today.
So I know some of you are going to be like surprised by the street dogs. There's, a lot of wild dogs here.
Oh, this is literally why she is doing it for shock value. Then, okay.
They're just hanging out in the street in packs together. That's the difference between cat and dogs. There's always like cats, but they're always like usually alone. And lone hunters, and the dogs are always together in packs. So there's always like a leader. You can tell which one it is. All right. Hello, guys.
Well, we can see she's doing very well on her diabetic diet. And the medicine is working a treat. She is still 200 on fasting.
So here's my reading for this morning. It is December 1st, 2:08. That's
I'm Bulgarian, and some of the street dogs are so fearful. I tried feeding one. Anyone come near me or anyone else, I can only imagine what they've been through. Yeah, I think it depends on where you are and which street dogs. Because when I used to go to the shelter in Sunny Beach, some of the dogs were indeed very fearful and very badly taken care of. In fact, like my dogs, I think they came from an abused home because they were left at the shelter, and you could tell that the injuries they had were from abuse, and they were very malnourished and skinny and stuff like that. So it does happen, but there's also a lot of street dogs out there that are well taken care of. But I've been to the shelter before where there's been dogs that it would take me, when I would go on a regular basis, it would take me months for me to like get any connection with them and to build a trust. It's very sad. It is very sad when it happens.
pretty good considering, again, my highest fasting in the recent days was 414 mgdl. So, yeah, that's very good. It's still high, of course. It should be no more than like 100. But it's getting down there. And last night I didn't record it because I fell asleep pretty early. So, yeah, my stomach is feeling a bit better. I still have problems with the bathroom from the medication, but...
but how's that? What did you say? Hold on.
To the bathroom from the record it because I fell asleep pretty early. So, yeah, my stomach is feeling a bit better. I still, have problems with the bathroom from
the problem is like, what, is she constipated or is she like shitting herself even more? Because she goes to the bathroom a lot. By her own admission, she literally craps several times, like 10 times a day because of her lack of gallbladder and food she eats. So is it even worse than that? Or is she having like some constipation?
At Urban Plates, $13.
Issues, I wonder.
Medication, but, oh well, I have to tough it out, so.
About 20 minutes.
All right, so for my first meal, I'm having some low-fat cottage cheese, some carrots, and a piece of rye bread, whole wheat rye bread, with some tuna, homemade tuna melt. So just some.
It's not a bad meal. So I did see the video by Sansa Cooks. Actually, let me see if I can find it. 2 seconds. I'll tag it because she does a video where she's talking to a physician about what would be a good diet, basically, for somebody like Chantal, based on the medical information that's available. So let me share that to you guys, so you can check out Sansa. She does some quite informative content, and he basically said there's nothing really she can eat, and I think she's in a boat where there really isn't a lot she can do because she has problems with her blood pressure, with her diabetes. She has no gallbladder. There is not really anything that she can do that's going to be enormously beneficial, except for, eating some proteins and sticking to vegetables, and that's pretty much it. And maybe like some low glycemic carbs. So I know a lot of people say, I don't think she's really sticking to the diet, because the results will be visible on her blood glucose readings, as well as on the scale, as well as on herself. When you're so morbidly obese and you eat a lot of food to maintain that weight, you've seen it with Hungry Fat Chicken, also with Amber. The second that you even lose 10, 20 pounds, it's visible really quickly. And with Chantal, we haven't seen any changes.
Right.
So I know, basically, I'm going to give Chantal the benefit of the doubt that the fact that she is showing herself, I don't think she is in real life, but the fact that she's showing herself to be eating more whole foods, I think that's a good improvement. Cottage sheets is not too bad. Carrots, yes, they do have some carbs in them. Bread is rye bread, it's whole grain. I mean, it's a slice of bread. I think to expect somebody like Chantal, that's like such an extreme food addict, to literally live off like chicken breast and bits of broccoli, it's never going to happen. So is this a bad meal? It's not really. Is it bad for her? It could be better, a lot better. But at the same time, like if she is genuinely eating like this, she's still gonna manage her health a lot better. But I just don't think obviously I don't think she eats like this. But I think it's, I don't think it's necessarily a bad meal. We've got protein. The carrots are, a little bit sugary. Rye bread is a complex carb. It's not that bad. It's not that bad for you. Like, bread isn't that bad for you. Bread in America, from what I understand, has a lot of sugar in it. And it's not the same over here. And I don't know what it's like in Kuwait, but in Europe, bread doesn't have sugar in it. Like, bread is just kind of low carb. So it's not necessarily a bad form of carbohydrate to intake, especially if it's like dark bread and it has like whole grains and stuff like that. So, what if that spoiler alert in this video says she will record herself? That will be interesting. She's just eating. Leaves shall be binging in 2.3 seconds. Yeah, but if this is legit what she's eating, it's not a bad meal. There's tuna, there's cottage cheese, there's like, complex carbohydrates, carrots, maybe not ideal, but not the worst either. This is not a bad meal. If this is really how she's eating, this is not a bad meal. But if this is really how she's eating, she will be losing a lot of weight. Like, if she's eating, because this meal is like what, 400-500 calories, if even that. If she's eating a couple of times like this a day, and she's eating around 2,000 calories a day, she will be losing, I don't know, like 10 to 15 pounds a week, easily, just because of like the amount of food and sodium and stuff like that, and the carbs that she eats. But who knows?
Tuna, low-fat mayo, dill, salt, not salt, pepper, because the tuna is salted in the can, and a bit of light mozzarella cheese shredded on top, and I just put that in the air fryer, and it was pretty good, but it seems like it's missing something. Just wait. All right, trying the mustard and cottage cheese. Very good, actually. Tuna with mustard is also a must.
Thank you for the super chat. It's a shame, Madame Odo, that rolls with the tongue so nicely.
I don't know how you defile cottage cheese like that. I eat cottage cheese quite frequently, and I will usually have it as like a topper for small potatoes, like fingerling potatoes, or as just by itself, or maybe with some fruits. Now, she should be avoiding fruits because she's got a blood sugar problem, but I don't, right? So I might have it with like strawberries or something like that. But if I'm just eating it in a savory setting, all I do is put some like cracked pepper on it. I can't even imagine, like, that's so gross. I barely ever eat mustard, and maybe that's just me, but pretty much the only time I'm gonna eat mustard is if I'm having corned beef and cabbage, or if I'm having like a Chicago dog, and that's about it.
It's a shame she doesn't know what healthy feels like. Feeling terrible has become normal for her. Yeah, 100%. She doesn't know what it feels like to feel healthy or to not have aches and pains, and it is a shame. And I think this is the reason why, like I've said it many times before, but I think this is part of the reason why she will probably never succeed, because what's the incentive, really? You know, I hope for her she does, because like I don't want a life by Jen situation, but you know, the reality is also, if you don't sort it out, it's probably gonna happen. You know.
All right, and for dinner here, I have a salad with 2 tablespoons of French dressing, light French dressing.
That's a little bit more than 2 tablespoons away. Look how much dressing that is.
Olives, tomatoes, and just some romaine, pretty much, just a basic salad.
Well, with no proteins. I mean, there's nothing. Well, the French dressing looks like a lot, and it looked like it probably was like a honey mustard or something like that.
Well, hold up a second here, too. Is this all in the same day? Because we didn't get breakfast, right? Unless the rotisserie chicken was breakfast, and then we've got the bread with the cottage cheese and carrots, and now we have an entirely different meal that is a salad with way too much dressing on it. And I think the next thing coming up is either a dessert or like, I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, and I made this chicken pot pie, but I made a healthier version, okay? Look how flaky this crust is. I used a olive oil crust recipe, and
Yeah, she shouldn't be making any of this kind of stuff at all. Making pot pies. This chicken is the chicken from the rotisserie. There's a cream sauce, which is obviously a roux sauce. What's my Dutch coming through? A roux sauce or a bechamel or something like that. This is just because the crust is a little bit healthier. This is a really unhealthy meal, really high in fat, a lot of carbs. Not what she should be eating on a diet.
Put it up here. I took a screenshot. Oh my gosh, you guys. And it's a whole wheat flour. And the filling here, the gravy, more like a cauliflower soup. I blended cauliflower and used low-fat milk, a bit of about a tablespoon of flour to make the roux. But it is so delicious. All it is just veggies and chicken and a whole wheat crust made from olive oil. So you can tweak it to make it a bit healthier. I was really craving this, and I thought, okay, if I'm going to eat this, how can I make it healthier? And just had a small piece, as you can see. And
it's funny how she thinks that that's a small piece when that is a normal portion. I think this just shows, again, as well, how warped her views on food are. Because she says this is a small piece, but in reality, that's literally just a normal portion size. That's what I would serve myself. This is not a small portion. This is a normal portion for a healthy adult. A healthy, normal-sized adult, you know? This is not small. This is normal.
And the salad.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, like, when I get a chicken pot pie, I can't even, like, finish it. I usually end up throwing at least a third of it away because, like, I can't eat the whole thing. But also, didn't the doctor tell her that she's supposed to be eating fish, like, 2 to 3 times a week? Where's the fish meals, Chantal? And what kind of fish did he say? Did he say, like, the salmon or just tilapia? Like, what did he say? Like, what kind of fish does he want and how many ounces? Like, I'm sure he didn't give you all the measurements by let's just cup your hand and that's how much rice you can have. I feel like these are not the kind of instructions you would get from a doctor. It would be like you can have a 3-ounce piece of salmon and a cup of, like, or a half cup of rice. It would be pretty specific stuff. Like the instructions that she has relayed to us don't sound anything like something that you would get from an actual doctor.
So yeah, Bismillah. Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So we are at the talking part of the video. I'm sorry I didn't upload yesterday. I might have spots here and there, depending on life stuff. I was pretty busy yesterday, as I mentioned.
considering the filters are filtering hard, and she's got a ton of makeup on, her skin is looking not very great at all. You know, we all have moments, time of the month and all of that. But I wonder what's going on. And I wonder if this is a reaction of some sort, of maybe if she had a binge or something like that. Because her skin is not looking as baby smooth as it normally does.
We had people, friends down from Bahrain. So yeah, now I did my makeup and everything.
Oh, yeah, by the way, the halawa that she had is not even a halva. It's even worse than that. I was reading on the phone, so I thought the halawa that she had in the other video, I thought it was halva. Halva is like sesame seeds that's like pressed together with like sugar or whatever it is, and it's like you break it off, and it's like really nice and sweet. It's a small serving. Apparently, halawa is similar, but it's even worse. It's like I don't even know if it's made. Is it made from dates, maybe? But it's even worse. So what she had there in that video, that cup. Will you stop it, please? Hey, you don't have to dig, naughty girl. It's just basically she had literally a cup full of sugar that's really high in fat, and then put nuts on top of it to make it even more fat. She had a sugar syrup pudding. Yeah, that's exactly what she had. A very fatty sugar syrup pudding.
I am. We're about to go to a seminar, so there's that. It's going to be about 3 hours or so. So,
she gonna say what the seminar is about, or is she just gonna leave us guessing?
But yeah, I've just been busy with life stuff, like private life stuff, and
like what? Sitting around and watching YouTube. She doesn't do anything except for like going to the doctors. Maybe that's what she's been busy with, but she doesn't do anything all that long. This is why we get vlogs whenever she goes out, which is crazy to me. Like, I just don't understand how you can have a life that is so boring, basically. But it also makes sense why she eats a lot.
And, you know, trying to feel better. I am feeling a lot better, by the way. I think just like eating healthier and being on medication. And I've been doing something else that I will talk to you guys about shortly. Not in this video, but upcoming.
If she's been eating healthier and feeling better, why is none of this reflected on her sugar readings and on the weigh-ins, the alleged weigh-ins we're getting? Because she would if she is eating the way she's showing, even though that Popeye was maybe not the best choice to have compared to what she, if that's all she ate, let's play the game, the imagination game. If that's all she ate, that meal, the salad, the breakfast, and the pot pie, all of that together is maybe 1,800 calories, maybe 2,000. The weight would be melting off her. So, and also compared to, you want to come again? Come on then. No? Come on then. But come on then. Okay, Danny.
I'd also like to know why she's leaning over the whole time while she's doing this video. Is she actually like partially lying down while she's doing this live stream? Does she not even have the energy to sit upright while she's doing these live streams? Not even live streams, I don't think they are. I think they're just vlogs, right? Like, is this like her contribution to vlog? I still don't even really know what Vlogmas is. Like, I'm hearing about it for the first time this year.
The weight will be melting off her. So whenever we get a weigh-in next, if she is, this is what she's portraying, the bloating in the face would come down significantly, and the blood sugar reading would come down as well, because she's also medicating. So this is how I am assuming that she is not telling the truth. Hello. But come on then. Because none of the readings or none of the signs of weight loss and improvement of health are there visually and in the data that she's sharing.
That has really been helping with my energy levels, like badly, and my appetite. So I'll be talking about that. So I'm still having a bit of tummy issues with the blood sugar medication, but I expect that will be for a little while anyway.
Oh, she's a bit more purry now. Here we go. Talk to your audience, my queen. There we go. Angry little spirit is violent and indoor cats, yes. However, she loves to sit on the balcony. And whenever I open the door to walk the dogs, she does like to go out and have a little look in the hallway. But yes, she is absolutely an indoor cat. I rescued her, so she was a street cat. You were a little street kitty, and then you had lots of sneezes and infected eyes and other sicknesses. And then she was playing with Daisy, and then her and Daisy became besties, and then I decided to foster her temporarily. And then because she is such good friends with Daisy, they really are best friends. Like, they're always snuggling together, playing together. Rosie doesn't mind the cat, but her and Daisy really are besties. So, I was like, oh well. It looks like I'm a cat mom now too. I'm not really a cat person, to be honest, but she's more dog than cat though. I've never known a cat like her. She basically acts like a dog, but I think it's probably because she's been brought up with doggies. So yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. I actually had to come off of the metformin before because it just didn't go away. But I'm gonna, these are slightly different, so I'll tough it out for as long as I can and see. If not, maybe I'll have to go on something else. Mentally, I'm in a better place. My moods they come and they go. I just go through phases. Bad moments mentally, and but other than that, I'm doing really well and a lot better than my last video than the other day. And I'm just trying to get into this new era where it's I just want to become obsessed with just taking care of myself. My health, my looks, my inward, my outward. I just mean just taking complete care of your body, and.
No. She was on metformin before. Now she's on a mixture, but she's not coming off it already. She's still on the medication that she's been prescribed. It's just previously she was on metformin and she's still taking it.
And I just want to worship my body and become much more healthy, and that's really just where I want to put my focus right now. I do have some other projects I'm kind of gearing up to work on. Maybe I'll share that down the line, but I am busy with a lot of things in life, and like I said, I'm just learning.
I like how she's telling us this and thinks that we actually believe her. She isn't busy with anything. It's obvious by the content that she puts out. You could say oh well, you don't know because she doesn't show everything, but that's the thing. Whenever she does anything, she does show it. So
to really value my privacy, it was a hard.
But then at the same time,
yeah, you can't complain about valuing your privacy if you're putting your entire life online like that. Just like I can't complain about various things that I've dropped about my personal life on my live streams or my commentaries and things like that. I've put some stuff out there too, my complaints about people around me and things that are going, my health status and so on and so forth. So seriously, if you're putting it out there, you can't complain about your privacy unless you're actually going to focus your channel on something very specific. And it doesn't seem like that's where you are right now. You're all over the place.
It's all my doctor results. I want to value my privacy, which is fair. Look, I vlog. Obviously, I don't vlog everything. There's plenty of things that I do in my life that you guys don't know about. But it's I want to be private, but at the same time, I'm doing this massive health journey, which, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock my microphone there, which I think if she did it properly and was actually truly honest about what went on with the doctors, what was said, showed more of her lab results, showed more of what she's doing, showed more of the testing throughout the day. And if she actually managed to control her diabetes and somehow put it into remission in those ways, I think it would be really good for her channel. Because obviously the views are just not really there. 10,000 views. It's not too bad for her, but it's she wants to be private. She doesn't want to be judged on anything, but then she's making vlogs about her health journey, and it's well, what do you want? You can't be talking about a health journey and then have people comment about it and then not want to talk about it and not share information about it. I don't know.
Lesson, but I realized the more.
Well, also the next question is if she's going to complain about having, struggling mentally with certain things, then the next question would be, well, are you seeking or attending therapy right now? to address the issues of why you're overeating and what's going on with you and why you decided to move to the Middle East and select a husband the way that you did, right? I mean, like I said, I don't really like to get into their romantic relationships and stuff, but clearly she has some compounding issues, and it's going to be difficult for her to break the cycle of overeating if she doesn't address whatever these mental issues are that she's referring to.
You share with people, it's really not a good thing to do that. You know, keeping your privacy is such a good thing. And I know I shared my health records with you guys, but like when it comes to health and stuff like that, you know, I can choose what I want to share. That's the beauty of having your own channel and, you know, deciding what you want to share. And I like that I run the show in my life. Like I choose what to put out into the internet now. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm a lot more picky.
But she's always done that though. Before she chose to put out all of the content that she was doing when she was, basically doing the whole NADA stuff, you know, and everything before that. Like she did that because she knew it would make her views and money. So, you know, that's kind of the beauty with it, isn't it? Tally Katzman, do I have any plans for my next competition? So my coach wants me to compete potentially in May, but I've said that I want to have my monthly cycle return first. And then I want to do like full fertility testing to make sure that I can have children. And then I will think about competing again, because for me, like, that's more important. And also, if it is a case that I just have done some damage, which is a risk, obviously, I know that. But if that is the case, which I don't think so, I'm pretty certain that all of it will restore. It's just the fact that I'm low in body fat. But if, basically it all depends on that, because, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm hormonally healthy first before I think about competing. My coach wants me to maybe compete in May, but we will see. And if I can't have children, then I don't know, I'm just going to blast massive cycles, I guess. Jump on the trend. That's a joke, obviously. I would never take trend. But, you know, we'll see. You will be able to restore. I always have, normally speaking, it takes between 2 to 3 months for me to get my cycle back. So I was kind of on my period over the last few days. And the way my body responded this time around compared to last month when I was in prep was very different. I could tell by like just the effects on my body, so to speak. So I think next month, if not maybe February, I will have like a proper cycle with bleeding, but we will see. Oh, wrong button.
With what I want to put out there, and I think that's been benefiting me and my mental health a lot more. And I'm telling you, if you want to be happy in life, just really choose what you tell other people. I've had to learn that the hard way, and I've had a lot of trust betrayal, you know, but overall, at least I learned something from it. And now I'm very, very selective with what I share. But things like blood tests and stuff like that, I don't really mind to share that at all. But things like, you know, marriage certificate, that's like really private for the both of us. That involves 2 people. And you know what? Like, we don't owe that to anybody. Like, who are these people demanding to see this kind of information? Like, nobody on the internet shows those kinds of things to random strangers, especially those who want to weaponize it against us. Like, we don't owe that to anybody. And
what is she talking about? I'm really confused what she's talking about now. Is she just...
She switched over to Salal. She switched over to the controversy of when did she get married, what's the actual date, were they actually living together before they were married, because apparently that's pretty bad in Kuwait. You know, that whole controversy of her live streams, when is her actual anniversary, and these are the things that I really don't care about. I don't care about it, but apparently there's a lot of people who follow her who are challenging whether she was being honest about when they actually got married.
Talk about her private life, or we're talking about the medical results now? I think she's talking about her private life, right?
Yes.
I'm getting a bit lost in what she's saying.
Yeah, we are 100% fine with you thinking that our marriage is fake, because you can just report us to the government. And I mean, if people show up, we have the paper to show people who need to see it. Otherwise, it's just for us. We don't really care. You know, I'm at that point now in like life where I'm just like, if you want to think I'm 800 pounds,
the marriage
go for it. I really don't.
Sorry, I'll just zone out there for a second. For the marriage certificate, I mean, well, you know, it is very private information, You don't have to share it, but the only reason people ask for it is because the situation is questionable.
Especially coming from people who don't even have the nerve, don't even have the courage to show themselves at all on camera. So I really don't.
It's like I really don't understand this argument of her telling people to like calm up. At the end of the day, she's the one that's vlogging her life. Most of the reactors don't vlog their life. I'm not adverse to reacting to reactors. I've done it in the past. If a reactor puts out fitness, health, food, like full days of eating content, I will react to it, because why wouldn't I? It'd be funny. It's definitely going to get some views. We all like some views. But at the end of the day, if your channel isn't with the reacting that I do, if your channel isn't fitness health related, like health at every size, or putting out potentially like false information around fitness or like weight loss, etc., I'm not going to react to it, because it's irrelevant to what my reactions. Like, I don't care if Yaba is fat or overweight, because she doesn't hide that, and she doesn't talk about her health or her weight loss. Like, if she was to talk about being on a diet all the time and then come on cam and be super obese, and then come on cam 6 months later and still be fat, then I would be like, yeah, you're being a hypocrite. But she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't talk about being fat. Oh, she does, but she is just like, well, fuck it, I'm big, so what? So that's the difference. It's like, you are putting your life out there and your health out there, and you're not being honest and transparent about it. We can see with our own eyes, and this is the issue that people have. Just Jamie's been a member for 7 months.
Yeah, I think that the whole argument over her marriage needs to just stop, because it's irrelevant. However they want to handle their marriage is their business, not our problem. If she wants to keep bringing up her love life, that's a shame. She should not do that. I mean, she should only include Salal in supportive moments where, he's there to uplift her. But she shouldn't be bringing this topic up over and over again, because there are internet trolls who are actually going to try and get her deported from the country, which is really sad that there would be anybody out there that would go to such extreme lengths to hurt somebody that they don't even know. And for what? Just because you like to tune into her channel and get irritated? That kind of sucks,
She's talking about MLM in the comment section. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? Hey, Daisy. What are you doing? Do you want some attention? Hey, big bum. My big bum. Do you just want to sit down there? Huh? Do you just want to sit down there? Okay. Yeah, MLMs. Why am I not surprised? She is definitely the kind of person that would fall for an MLM. But yeah, at the end of the day, being on camera or off cam, it has nothing to do with it. Like with French Fried Girls as well. It's like at the end of the day, if French Fried Girl started vlogging her weight loss, and she wasn't losing weight or she was eating complete shit, then yeah, I would make a reaction to it. Why wouldn't I? I have no problems with that. But that's not really what they do. So, an MLM is a multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a pyramid scheme. MLMs are designed to entice people into thinking that they're going to make a lot of money by doing not an awful lot of work, but it's a pyramid scheme. So really, only the people at the top make money, and then the further down in the pyramid you are, the less money you make.
Okay. I do have to go for a checkup at the doctor, so I'll try my best to remember, which I probably will. I will film my way in at the doctor. No problem. I have no problem with that. And then I will.
Do you reckon it's Bitcoin though? I reckon it's probably something like that, some sort of crypto scheme. That's what I'm thinking. I could see her and Salah fall for stuff like that.
Home and compare it to my scales weigh-in, and then you can all suck on eggs. Anyway, a bit of my sauce.
Oh! I did a subtitle thing here, but I would love to see the scale weigh-in from the doctor's office, 100%. And if she is indeed 165 kilos or 365 pounds, I believe that is, I will not suck an egg, but I will take my words back.
It's coming out. Anyway.
Laurie Craig, thank you so much for the super chat. 65 years old, happy birthday to me. Down 20 pounds, thanks to Ilona and Inspiration. Birthday gift.
I'm going to pause here and come back to the second half of the video later, because when I went long with the Jordy Eugenia video yesterday, I wasn't able to crop it on my phone. But I know if I keep it under an hour, I can do that. So I will pause it here, take a little break, and then cover the rest of the video. So expect there will be a part 2.